Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Spartan.
And I'm Pudgy.
And we are back watching Death Note episode 26.
Now,
Oh.
I'm starting off this episode with an apology tour because I think you guys hate me because I literally can never accept a death. It's just a thing at this point. Game of Thrones fuck thing.
Yeah, she was already very like just distrust, like always looking for something deeper, some plot twist, and some of the series we've watched in recent times has not helped.
Look, what I'm gonna do is this, right? I'm gonna accept that Elle is dead. You guys are gonna have to accept that there's still a small inkling in the back of my brain that he may not be. But if Elle is dead, and we'll say for now he is, I just know that he lives on. Like, he did not go out with a bang with no plan. Like, there is a plan in motion, and I think, so we watched episode 25 back, and, like, after our recording, and we really just saw how much depth there was in that episode with Elle's dialogue.
Yeah, I was going to mention as well, Pudgy, as usual, took my thunder. But after that monologue, I was waiting to mention that, yes, we did actually go back and rewatch the episode. So this is her coming at you after watching it twice. But we had to rewatch the episode in a private time because it was just, I just thought it was poetic, the way it was done. I needed time to digest. I am fully convinced that Elle is dead. Yeah. But just some of the lines, like the way that Elle says to Light, you know, it'll be lonely, won't it? As he's cleaning his feet.
That's his favourite line.
I've rewatched it like 10 times just because there's a vulnerability to Elle that he's worked so hard and he knows the next phase in his plan doesn't involve him. Like, I believe that Elle's played the chessboard and he's prepared to, you know, he technically was prepared to die anyway because he was going to test the 13-day rule, and if the rule was true, he'd die. And so he decided that
a criminal was going to do it.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That I got confused. Okay, but anyway, the point is, Elle's had his life on the line since the beginning, so that doesn't matter. I firmly believe that when he first came in that scene where he talks to Watari and he looks a bit down, and then he can hear the bells of death ringing, and even that line to Light, that he saw this all coming. He knew that he was going to get outplayed, but in order to play the long game, he had to be a puzzle piece, an expendable piece.
Yeah.
And just, I guess just because whenever... What's interesting about this show, we're talking about it, is you don't get too much interpersonal sides with the characters. Like, you do a little bit, but it's very much about the mission and the battle.
Yeah,
and you see everyone hunting each other down, hunting down Kira.
You don't see their personal lives.
Yeah. So, even with Elle, you didn't really get to... You get little trinkets? Yeah, trinkets.
No, trinket is like an object. Trickles.
Anyway. No, I can't use that word because you gave it to me. You get little bits and pieces of Elle's character and life in these interactions, but you don't really get to see him as a normal person, what he does when he's not doing detective cases and stuff like that. So just seeing him almost just talk to Light as not as a genius, not as the world's best detective, but just almost as a friend, as somebody who gets it, but is like, you know, people like us, it's going to be lonely, you know. There's almost like we found some solace in each other because with their intellect and all their strategizing, they had someone to relate to.
But it was entertaining for both of them. It was, you know, these two very intellectual people on the same wavelength. Then, they're all coming at it from different angles, but they knew they were both playing games with each other, and that was fun. That sparked something within them. Yeah.
So in one foul swoop, Light has taken out both Elle and Rem. So, which is a crazy play when you think about it, because now he's actually free. He's got Misa as his puppet, and Misa would have gained Rem's lifespan. So he's got Misa for a long time now as his puppet with the eyes. Light's taken Rem's notebook, so he's not bound to Ryuk, I think, as far as I know. And I mean, he's eliminated the competition. Obviously, I'm confident. I agree with you that Elle has a plan in motion, but I also do think he's dead. I think that plan will play out somehow. But it's just crazy at the moment. Light is very free and he's like head of the task force. He's got everything he ever wanted.
What gets me is Elle... throughout that entire episode, it just felt purposeful. Like there was a purpose behind standing in the rain and looking up and just reflecting, and I don't know what the plan is, but I feel like that episode is like the pinnacle for the plan, if that makes sense. Like it's going to be like an in hindsight kind of situation.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, with only 12 episodes left, I feel like maybe we'll find out pretty soon what the next play is. Because
Yeah.
at the moment, the show feels like it's lost a big part of
I
itself.
know.
And I wonder whether Light will keep Misa around for long or not. Because there's nothing stopping her. So if she disobeys him now, she's gone.
Well, Light just wants a better world, and I think he's gonna realize soon, or maybe not, because he has this massive god complex, but I would have thought he would realize that it's not really going to be a better world. You've just lost the plot.
Well, I'll ask you a question. Do you think in the end, Light gets caught or...
Yeah, interesting. I don't know if he will be his own block or if someone else will figure it out. Honestly, I think it would be poetic if his father figured it out.
Yeah.
I think that could be quite cool.
And sad.
Yeah, and sad. And then just seeing like what he will do, because he very much embodies Elle's idea or values in a way, his father. But it's also his son. So then, like, what do you do?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be very interesting. As I said from the beginning, I'm not expecting any sort of happy ending. Here,
Yeah.
I'm expecting a bit more of a tragic ending. And you guys have been mentioning, I'm not sure if this is 100%, but it's got merit that the Death Note, it corrupts its user to a degree, because, you know, we're saying with seeing Light without it and how pure he was, and it's like, God damn, how does he fall so much? And I don't think that it's solely the Death Note. I think that if you are corruptible, if you have some darker desires, you can be broken.
But that's an interesting concept, isn't it? Because it's like Light is condemning those who are corrupted, essentially, but he's corrupted himself.
Yeah, so it shows a lot of probably hypocrisy
Yeah.
and duality in our nature. So yeah, I think that does look at some good themes for sure. Thank you to everyone over on Patreon for supporting the channel. If you do want to get 3 to 4 weeks of early access to our edited and uncut reactions, we'll leave a link in the description down below.
And if you guys are watching this over on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this episode.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Try to kill me. Although this was announced as a worldwide broadcast, the truth is, we are only broadcasting in the Kanto region of Japan.
Oh, this is from
like
the
a summary,
start.
yeah. Interesting.
His crime was only ever reported inside Japan. I used that information to deduce this much. You are in Japan, and your first victim was little more than an experiment.
How brutal.
Oh, dude, L's so good, man. He came in like a bang.
There are 141 people in the police force who have access to classified information regarding the investigation.
Dude, this is a throwback and a half.
I know. The fact that we're summing everything up means something big is coming.
We will find our suspect. On December 14th,
Oh, Ray Pemba.
I suspect Kira had to be one of the people being investigated by the FBI between the 14th.
What a sad moment this was.
It was just the beginning.
I heard she was seen with Penber. It's possible that she may have found a lead, if that's the case.
Her death was brutal, man.
This is like all his thinking that we, I guess, didn't see completely.
We did hear a lot of this, though.
Some of it.
At this stage, I'd like to place wiretaps and surveillance cameras in both households.
That was the Chip episode, wasn't it?
I want to tell you, I'm Al.
Oh, that was such a good delivery, man.
Iconic.
I suspect that you, Light Yagami, are in fact Kira.
Had no idea he was going to say it right then and there.
If you are not Kira, that truth will be revealed. Just let things run their course.
Oh, this is making it more sad.
You told us that Kira couldn't kill without a name.
Yeah, this is before we knew about Misa.
It's not entirely impossible that Kira can kill with only a face.
was sad that they had to figure that out that way.
We should think of him more as a second Kira. Mr. Yagami, I'd like your permission to ask your son to cooperate with us on this investigation.
And the tables turn.
This isn't the Kira we're familiar with. That's almost exactly how Ryozaki said it.
This is when Light was slowly building his reputation.
Also, Mr. Yagami, please ask Mr. Mogi to start following Light so he can keep tabs on what he's doing.
Misa.
This is when shit turned, man, big time.
I'm Light's girlfriend, Misa Amane. Nice to meet you.
I'm Hideki Ryuga.
Huh? Hideki Ryuga?
I'm not exactly sure how you'll take this, but regarding Misa...
That was such an epic romance.
We gathered physical evidence from the envelopes sent by the second Kira, in particular hairs and fibers caught in the masking tape used to seal them.
Oh, remember when Light was falling and he got back up?
Why come here to announce that you could be Kira? It's an act. There's no could be about it. You are Kira.
He knows, man.
He's next level, this man.
He deserved to win.
He will. I feel like he will.
But not alive.
I just heard 2 weeks worth of criminals were just murdered all at once. It happened yesterday.
I don't understand what's going on here.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I mean, he didn't, but...
Please stop, Dad! I'm not kidding!
That was intense.
My son, from one murderer to another,
No,
I'll
Dad!
send you in hell.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that episode was mental.
That's why if it ends with him and his father, it's gonna be wild.
As for your part in this agreement, Light, you and I will be together 24/7.
I love their punchlines, man.
We will focus on Yotsuba. Please be sure not to act impulsively out of
Oh my
Don't
god.
take matters into your own hands.
Good old
Matsuda
Matsuda doing the
literally-
opposite.
I know.
If Matsuda dies, our suspicions about the Yotsuba group would be confirmed.
Do you think there's anything I can do to save myself?
Matsuda, you idiot.
I'll be here ready to celebrate when they decide to hire you.
It's always been my dream to become Kira's wife. I know he'll leave me by his side. And you know why?
It's funny. Higuchi has no idea. He was just a pawn in
I
a much
know.
bigger game.
I guess he realized afterwards.
Higuchi ditched the cop. He's driving away. This is traffic control.
Oh. The poor man was just doing his job, you know?
Let's bring him in. I believe he has the same powers as the second Kira. He is able to kill just by looking at someone's face. Please keep this in mind.
The fact that El deduced that so quickly is insane.
I've got a special notebook. If I write someone's name in it while thinking of their face, that person dies.
It was in one of the compartments of Higuchi's bag.
The fact that he let it up.
Yeah, I wonder why. He had nothing to gain from it.
A Shinigami. There have to be 2 notebooks, possibly more. This isn't over yet.
Oh, it is not over.
I know those words.
If the person using the note fails to consecutively write names of people to be killed within
13 days of each other, then the user will die.
Right then and there, he knew something was up. He knew it.
That was the only thing in the way of proving Light and Misa.
The following is the record which contains everything I have investigated on the Kira incident.
Okay.
So that's what the summary was.
This message means I am no longer alive at this moment.
But who's he sent that to?
I hereby leave this record as my firm achievement.
Wow.
That's all he said, his last words.
As my firm achievement. Who's for... Of course Light's reading it. It had to be Light. Couldn't be his father or anyone else.
Was Light reading it though?
It looked like it.
So why would he let Light read it?
It may not have been intended. I don't know.
We can use it to make the police think he's still alive and give them orders like we've been doing so far, but who is gonna take the place of El? Where will he work from?
Oh, here we go. Setting up his own glorification.
He's going to be Al and Kira.
Even Ryozaki said so himself. You would be capable of succeeding El.
Yeah.
Was he setting him up when he did that?
It's too simple. It's no fun without Ryuzaki here.
Yep.
I won't take big risks like challenging Kira directly to gather clues. It's just not me.
Yeah, it's probably better if we play it safe.
Yeah, so now they can play it slow and steady.
Things would be easier if I could rent a one-bedroom apartment.
Well, considering your age, it certainly wouldn't look odd to anyone if I let you move out on your own.
Hey, yeah, and then we'll be able to use Light's new apartment as our task force headquarters.
Oh my god.
There's 5 of us here, and we know none of us will ever use the notebook. We'll just
Oh
have one
my
of us take it and
God.
hide it somewhere where no one else can ever get to it.
Oh, one of us.
Please, Chief. It's gotta be you.
Yeah, Chief, we can count on you.
Matsuda. He's so funny.
We'll avenge Ryuzaki together.
Yeah. Kira
No, you
is still
aren't.
out there
No,
somewhere.
no.
We'll catch him. That's a promise.
Oh man, it
What's
still
your
rips me
game?
seeing them like happy. It's like no, you should still be sad. Elle's gone. It's not the same.
Interesting. He's gonna start missing him.
Let's move in together.
Do you mean it?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've already rented a place.
Oh my god, he is toying with her.
Don't worry. I knew you were just using those other girls to trick Elle. You don't have any reason to see them anymore, right?
Oh my god, Misa, come on.
Oh dude, what a shot.
From this moment on, I'll show you the creation of the new world.
Oh my god.
Ryuk's like excited again. Yep, Light's ego still as big as ever.
What's he doing with his hand? He's like warming it up to write some names or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god, he's back at it. Wait, how does he have the book?
Because he has Rem's book, remember?
Oh,
He's got the other one.
yeah.
Oh, now he's making up for lost ground.
Elle, come on, I know you've got something in motion.
Oh my god, he killed the thief. Anyone who could be in his way. Holy shit. And now there goes this guy.
No way. Oh my.
Dude. Light's out of control.
Everyone at Yotsuba, watch.
No way. You reckon all of them?
This will be the rebirth of Yotsuba.
Yeah, it's a new start. Huh? Hey, Namikawa, what's wrong?
That's impossible.
All of them. Oh my god.
So you know when he was writing names down the whole time? That's what he's been doing, collecting the name. Oh no. He didn't have memories back then.
Soon, certain nations began to accept Kira's judgment.
Wow.
Damn. The new god. Yes, yes, yes. 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 Yep, and this is the place that we saw Elle.
The orphanage, I think, yeah. I thought his orphanage.
Elle is dead.
It's L. He's dead.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I'm so
Setting up the new story.
excited. For me, Elle lives on. Like, as soon as I saw that computer, I just knew straight away his plan is in motion.
Yeah, no, El's a beast. I think I didn't jump as much as you did because I was pretty much just waiting for that to happen. Like I was sure that Elle was going to have a play. Just everything he said last episode, there was no doubt. And even the way this episode was done, I was thinking, because they were summarizing it, I'm not going to lie, I was hoping that it wasn't going to be the whole episode summary. I thought that might have been a bit of a waste, but if they did a bit of like half of a summary to then segue into this new era, I thought that would have been perfect. And it's exactly what they did. They summarized all of Elle's findings almost in a matter of, because I had a feeling they deleted everything they'd found. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. They would have deleted the copy because that's probably his way of suspecting that it was Light. But it must have been given somewhere, all the findings, everything, and now it's been given to, I don't know, that guy kind of looked like his brother or something. I don't know. Could be another old man, but there's going to be something to do with his orphanage now. They obviously that they trust them. But yeah, that is okay. So we're game on. We didn't quite get shown who yet. I thought we'd get shown, the next step. Not yet.
You can't help but love Elle more. Like, he was definitely one of my favorite characters. But now it's sad because it's like he's dead now, and
his brilliance just lives on.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to watch the next episode. Like, that ending was perfect. Like you said, they really recapped everything, and you're like, okay, what's building up to? What's building up to? Like, it's kind of good at this point that they did recap, because it's like, shit, we actually have been through a lot, and Elle's been like on Light's tail from the very beginning.
Yeah, I didn't mind that recap, especially because it was done in the form of sort of Elle being a detective and reporting his findings, summarizing his findings, getting all his thoughts out. So it was very fitting. It brought us emotionally up to speed with where we're at now. And it even just made, I don't know, I guess moving forward, it hit that a little bit more, like makes it a bit more sadder when Light would look over and Elle is there, and like,
it was
like
him imagining him then? Yeah.
It's like his spirit just lives on. And I don't know, I had a bit of a hard time. I get it, but because the task force was sort of like, all right, we're going to avenge him, but they seemed too okay. They moved on. Like, I wanted to see them a bit more like down in the dumps. Like, wow, it's not the same without Elle. That was very, I get it, because Elle probably kept them at arm's length too. They probably weren't as close, but after months of having his leadership, I just feel like I wanted more emotion because, but is that enough confirmation for you, Pudgy? I have to spell it out for you like 8 times.
But still, in my eyes, he lives on, he's alive.
Yes.
In the sense of...
It's very different, but yes.
I know. But yeah, that is sad that, he is dead. And yeah, I kind of feel what you're saying, like with the group, but he did, like they didn't even know his real name, his real identity still. So it's hard to kind of, it is and it isn't, but when you don't fully feel close to someone, then it's, but it could also be like a cultural thing as well, where instead of being sad, you're like, we're gonna fight for this person.
Yeah. So Watari must have been the main source of the funding. I mean, Elle probably amassed some as the world's best detective as well, but Watari was a famous inventor, and he set up all the orphanages.
Yeah.
And that's probably how he met Elle, and that's interesting. Finding a little bit about that. I mean, Watari's a badass. He's inventor, marksman, genius computer guy. Like,
I know.
It's pretty cool. It almost, I feel like I want to rewatch now. It's just a different appreciation for these characters.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially Elle and Watari.
Watari was just kind of in the background a lot of the time, whereas now he's getting his own little spotlight.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting seeing Light come to terms with losing Elle. Like, it's like, this is just too simple. Like, I barely need to think. But at the same time, he now has underestimated Elle once more. He's coming back.
Yeah. Yep, I will be interested to see how Elle's plan from the afterlife pans out. Even in death, he's still chasing down Light. But in saying that, Light at the moment, he's out of control. He's just letting loose.
Yeah, what's Light's motive with Missa moving in? Just like he can control her still, I guess.
Yeah, control her because she's the only real threat to him at this point.
Yeah.
And it also keeps him out of suspicion. If his life changed too drastically right after Elle was dead, think about it. So he's got to continue on living his life. But yes, she's got the powers that he wants.
Yeah.
So he's happy to have her live with him to serve his purpose. He doesn't really care about like a romantic relationship, but he just cares about his goal.
Poor Missa. Like, I mean, she's done damage as well, and I get that, but she's completely being manipulated.
Yeah, I know. I know, and so was the task force, and you know the way I honestly felt like Light was at the zoo with some monkeys.
Yeah.
Because they were just, it's too easy. He's like, oh, who will do it? And my sister was like, it has to be you. And like, come on, it has to be him. Like, you guys. Like, I'm like, wow, it just really makes us appreciate just how special Elle was.
Yeah.
Because these guys, like, as much as I love them, they're just not even close. They're just,
yeah. They don't look at the bigger picture, and it's hard to do for sure. But now I'm really excited. I feel like it's reignited this like passion inside of me. Like, I'm excited to see how it ends, and I really want to see like the fruits of Elle's labor, but I am excited for the journey to get there, just because, like I said, I feel like Elle lives on in that sense, and we get to see, you know, what he has organized, what his backup plan was, what his final effort is going to be to catch Kira.
Yeah, and I think it's a very bold move because they very easily could have had Elle and Light till the very end, and I think the show still would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
So to kill Elle off with another 12 episodes to go, and then have to sort of put something else into motion that's got to fill that massive void will be very interesting.
Roger, I'm looking forward to the senior.
Guys, we hope you enjoyed our reaction to this episode. Leave a like on the video if you did, subscribe for more, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this episode. And if you do want to get 3 to 4 weeks of early access to our edited and uncut reactions, leave a link to our Patreon down below. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you guys on our next reaction.
See you guys.